Right, that was my cue to the sound guys, yes? Yep. Okay. We worked this out, it's very subtle, clandestine clues that we give each other. Yeah, so, we're just gonna sing it, okay.
Yeah.
She was a child when she was taken.
She was a child when she was found.
All her memories were forgotten.
All her memories dragged her down.
I will restore her humanity, free her from this atrocity.
Silence will threaten her sanity. Wait and see. She'll come back to me. Seven's my favorite daughter. I know what's best. I will protect her. You and your kind will be slaughtered if you stand in the way of my favorite daughter. I am a queen, and you're a captain.
Only a queen of mindless drones.
I have the strength of untold thousands.
You have no strength when you're alone.
We are the peak of perfection, forming a perfect connection.
You are a natural selection. Wait and see. She will stay with me.
Seven's my favorite daughter. I know what's best. I will protect her. You and your kind will be slaughtered if you stand in the way of my favorite daughter. Follow in my footsteps, daughter. Follow me and learn. You will choose the right path. You will turn. You will turn. Seven, you'll You are the only survivor, both the bridge and the divider. Give me a window inside her, and wait and see. She will fall to me. You are my favorite daughter. I know what's best. I will protect you. Oh, and her kind will be slaughtered if she stands in the way. Seven, remember that you are my favorite daughter. I know what's best. I will protect you. All of her kind will be slaughtered if she stands in my way. She won't stand in my way. No one stands in my way. Oh, my favorite daughter. My favorite daughter. No one stands in the way of my daughter but me.
I don't think I said at the beginning, I was Janeway in that. I think you probably figured that out, right? Yeah, okay. Just in case you missed it. She's just fighting with one of her drones. No. So I also write a lot of songs about women in folklore and mythology. And I have an album called The Wanderlings. Well, I have two albums, Volume 1 and Volume 2. There will be eventually 4, hopefully. I try to write them seasonally, so there's the fall album is done and the winter album is done. I write the songs in those seasons, and I write about stories that I think about or feel in those seasons. And I wanted to make sure when I started this project that I painted, eventually I want to paint the full spectrum of what it is to be a woman in story. Because a lot of modern stories, we get the same tropes. We get it in geek culture, we get it in Disney culture. That's all I'm gonna say about Disney. You can tell derision. Can you feel it coming through the microphone? That's all I'm gonna say, okay. But we get the same story told over and over and over again, and it's not the spectrum of who we are. We either have to be perfect, we have to be massively brilliant and massively tall and massively thin and all the things. We have to be exactly, perfectly all of these things, or we have to be evil, and there's nothing in between. Or we have to be a damsel, or we have to be something that's a trope. And I wanted to show all the different ways that we can be. We can be angry, we can be stupid. We're allowed to be those things. We're allowed to have moments where we just screw up, and then we figure out how to get past it. And I think it's important to tell those stories. So this one is, it's a story from medieval Spain, actually. And basically, there was a man, he was wealthy. He left town single, he came back hitched. And he brought with him this woman that the whole town was a little concerned about. They weren't quite sure what to think of her. Something off about her. And the nephew decides he's going to figure this out, so he moves into his uncle's house. And at night, he notices that there is a great big black snake. And at first, it's just on the doorstep, and then it's in the living room, and then it's on the stairs, and the next night, it's in the hallway, and then it's in his bed. And he decides enough is enough, no more of the snake, so he attacks it. And in the morning, the lady of the house shows up, and of course, her arm is in a sling. And the next night, same thing, and she shows up, and her foot is in a cast. So there's clearly a connection between woman and snake. And if you think Selkie story, but you translate it to Spain, you have an idea of where the story is going to go. So all they need to do is find her skin. And if they find it, they throw it on the fire, the spell will be broken. But I didn't write the song for them. I wrote it for her. So this is called Tantalized. And I'm always excited when Mary's got her clarinet for this one because it feels like a snake charmer. I'm always excited when all of these people are on stage with me, actually. I will introduce you to them all. Not that you don't know them already, but I will do that in a few songs.
Years ago, living in Spain, I married a man for his wealth and his name. I worried his relatives, frightened his friends. I angered his servants and made no amends. I gossiped with neighbors, delighting in spite. Never let on what I did every night. They thought me a witch or a wandering waif, but I kept my secret unbidden and safe. I am ageless by the power of my skin. I am seduction, yes. I can draw a lover in. I am beauty, so look deep into my eyes. I'm your destruction, but I will keep you tantalized. My fury was potent and flattened my head. My eyes, they would narrow and terror was spread. Condemned if you cross me, much worse than my bite. Embrace me, my love, and I'll wrap you up tight. I am ageless by the power of my skin. I am seduction, yes. I can draw a lover in. I am beauty. But I will keep you tantalized. Don't you want snake in the dark, as long as my skin doesn't meet with a spark. For all you would need to break free from my spell is fire, a secret I never will tell. I am ageless by the power of my skin. I am seduction, yes, I can draw love of it. I am beauty, so look deep into my eyes. I'm your destruction, but I will keep you tantalized. I am ageless, yes, I am beauty, I'm seduction, and I'm your destruction. Look in my eyes, I will keep you tantalized.
Thank you. Has The Inhumans come out on television yet? Is that a show? No? Okay. How is Medusa? Okay. This song precedes the show. So try not to think of her. When I came across Medusa, I had never heard of the Inhumans before when I was researching for the comic book album. I didn't grow up with comic books because I grew up a fundamental Christian. My parents didn't let me read comic books. So fundamental Baptist, I'll say I was fundamental Baptist. When I came across this particular story, I wanted to write something kind of sneaky and sultry because I like those, as you can tell. But I wanted to tell this story of her being kind of a thief because her hair, if you're not used to Medusa, she's 6 feet tall, so is her hair. Every single strand of it is prehensile, and it's psychokinetically controllable. So she can take every single strand and grab something up to the weight of a ton and chuck it across the room like nothing, which I thought, oh, this is amazing. I'm gonna write a song about this. And she went, no, you're gonna write a love song. I went, what? I don't do love songs. I don't want to write that. She's like, yeah, now you have to write it in C major. It's like, you are. And she made me, and I'm glad she did, because we came up with this song, but it was a struggle, I gotta say. So when she was a teenager, as all the Inhumans have to go through, her powers had to actuate, and they go and sit in this special mist. And if Wesley were here, he could tell you all about it. Go find Wesley, wherever he is, and he will tell you the full story. Okay. Yeah, he knows all the things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All the things about the comics. You just go ask him. And so she goes to visit her distant cousin because he's decided to put himself in seclusion because he's realized that his power is that he has, with his voice, he has the power to destroy mountains. He can destroy a planet if he yells. He could cause a windstorm if he whispers. So he decides that he's never going to speak again. And he puts himself into seclusion, and she goes to visit him. And when she does, they have to come up with a way of communicating with one another that does not use words. And so they come up with their own special language together, and they read each other's emotions. And when they decide they're going to get married, and she's going to become queen and he's going to become king, she becomes his translator. She's the one who tells everybody what it is that he's actually thinking and feeling. And so that's the song she made me write. So this is called Entanglement.
Every last strand is a thief or a rope or a lover. Whenever I stand in the wake or the throes of another, if
So the band tonight is some people maybe you're not familiar with. Betsy Tenney on cello. Sonny Larson on, now this is not viola, it's a viola. Both. It's both. See, I always get confused. Viola-lin? It's a viola-lin. Okay. Viola-lin. All 5 strings. All 5 strings. Dr. Mary Kroll on clarinet and vocals. This is like, okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not to be giddy. Jody Krangle on vocals. Maya Bonhoff on vocals. And Jeff Bonhoff, the lonely male, on the stage with all of these ladies on guitar. We didn't give him a vocal mic. We're very sorry. That wasn't on purpose. We just noticed it during sound check. Okay, we're going back to Star Trek.
Back to Star Trek.
Haven't heard any fresh comments. All these fresh comments were promised me from this end of the stage.
I promise nothing.
Oh, okay. I assume we'll hear them if they occur to Miss Betsy down there. Okay, so I decided I wanted to write about all of the captains in all the series. This is how I got Enterprise onto the album. I was like, there, see, it's there. I don't have to, I did it. I watched them. So I decided I would write from the perspective of all the yeomen, all the kind of lower decks, and give each one of them a verse. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna get Enterprise out of the way first, okay? We're gonna do it chronologically, but not in the way they were aired, okay? So we're gonna start with Enterprise, get it out of the way, and then we'll move on to the rest of them, okay? This is called Captain's Mess. Yep.
Following our orders, barely off the ground. Don't know what we're doing, but we're getting around. Bumping into volcans everywhere we go, and we're messing up a timeline we don't know. It's the captain's mess, he'll clean it up, or find someone who will. We're professionals in service for the thrill.
No, now I'm thinking James Bond. In rehearsal, this is the James Bond part.
I'm a simple yeoman, fetching forms to sign, reprimands and transfers, simple by design. Sometimes I bring coffee, but don't deliver flowers. Sometimes I make house calls after hours. It's the captain's mess, he'll clean it up, or find someone who will. We're professionals in service for the I just beamed the Klingons over to a ship. One of them will lead the council, one of them will flip. I guess I didn't murder in a civil war. Isn't this what the prime directive's for? It's the captain's mess, he'll clean it up, or find someone who will. We're professionals in service for the I have served the prophets, I thought I knew my stuff. Now I've got the emissary calling my bluff.
didn't think my crewmate would be a former drone. I don't think I can do this, I just wanna go home. It's the captain's mess, she'll clean it up or find someone who will. We're professionals in service for the Every captain stumbles, every captain shines. Each one carries burdens, each one crosses lines. Every captain has a vice, hidden or exposed, living hard the life they chose. It's a captain's mess, they'll clean it up or find someone who will. They're professionals in service for the thrill. For the thrill. For the thrill. For the thrill. Oh, that was fun.
Our chords are so sexy.
Yeah.
I love them. That's why I married him.
Good choice, Maya. We're all happy too. We're just gonna leave it there? Yeah. See, Jeff doesn't have a microphone. He just gets talked about. No, he doesn't. No. I think he's okay. Yeah. Okay. Someone will rescue you, I think, if you need it. Okay.
You're in my corner.
Oh yeah. Just off to the side. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave that there. So we're gonna keep with Star Trek for a sec here, because when I was on tour, I just finished at the end of November a 6-month tour. It was my first tour, and so I thought 6 months sounds like a great plan. I'm gonna do 6 months. I don't recommend it. Break it up into smaller chunks. They're easy to digest. But I did it, and while I was on that tour, I had a leg of it where I was performing with S.J. Tucker, and yes, and that was fabulous, and I loved it. And we got to spend all of this time with pagans. And I'm not used to that. I don't usually get to sing to my own kind. I get to sing to my own geek kind, but not my own pagan kind, generally. And that whole section, when I was singing these songs, I was afraid to sing. I'm like, can I sing about Star Trek? Yeah, of course you can sing about Star Trek. Oh, okay, great. And I started singing this song called Empath and realized that it wasn't only about Star Trek anymore. So I always had a soft spot for Tam Elbrun, coming onto the ship with 1,000 minds and not being able to shut any of them out. If you remember him, he's the Betazoid. Yes, Tin Man, yes. And the torture of that, to never, even when you wanted to be alone, never to know what loneliness was, and to just ache for it because you can't shut them out. So that's where the song started. But when I was singing to all of these people who were, a lot of them, empathic, it took on a new meaning. And now it's kind of got a softer edge to it. But I need some water first. And it's in a green key, because I'm synesthetic. Betsy and I will disagree on our synesthetic associations. This is why we don't trade, like, hey, I'm writing this in green. And you'd be like, okay, cool. And we clash.
Synesthetic colorblind.
It's what?
Colorblindness.
Oh, well, we're complementary colors, yeah. It's not a tongue twister at all.
Yeah, E is green.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, D is
It's in D, yeah. D for me is green.
For me, it's E, but yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have a discussion about music color associations.
Many Ds.
It's fun.
See, I don't have the chords.
All right. I'm an empath. I can feel
given access to your truth when you'd rather share lives. Your heart is an ocean, your mind an expanse, a map I can follow without a glance. No, I can't shut you out, even when I try to be lonely, an empath am I. There are moments, sometimes they are fracturing like shards of a mirror in my thoughts. There are torrents that rain down a river to drown me, but I have been well taught. Your heart is an ocean, your mind an expanse, a map I can follow without a glance. No, I can't shut you out, even when I try to be lonely, an empath am I. It's never just me in my head. There are days when I'd rather be you instead, with only one shadow, an island in space, and only the mask you choose for your face in a heartbeat. I can feel epiphany when you do, and that can be magic. On a downbeat, I can feel my light lost when you do, and that can be tragic. Your heart is an ocean, your mind an expanse, a map I can follow without a glance. No, I can't shut you out, even when I try to be lonely, an empath am I. No, I can't shut you out, even when I try to be lonely, an empath am I.
Thank you. I was looking for the magical clock. Oh. Okay, we're gonna motor through some songs. Also about a redhead whose father lied to her whole life. Said, "Your mom died when you were born." And then she found out, no, mom was not dead. Mom was over in the castle over there because she was the sorceress in Castle Grayskull. So this is for Tila, because she, like me, is a chosen redhead in the new comics. DC's has rebooted them, and she's blonde in the first volume, and for some reason she's redhead in the third. She just walks out into the hallway, and her father and Adam see her and go, what's that? And she's like, "Stow it!" And just walks past them, and it's never explained. It's just red now.
Hanging a lantern on it.
Leave it. Yes, exactly. So this is called Troublemaker, as it should be.
I was never very far from being on my own, from growing up alone, and I just never had the time for people my own age. I always turn the page.
I have never been afraid to stand against the crowd, to speak my mind aloud. And I have never been a maid, a damsel or a bride. I don't do well with lies. Why did you not tell the truth? I never asked for proof. I trusted. You may sigh whenever I'm aloof, but don't blame it on you. It's rusted. I didn't ask to be a sorceress child whose mother wants to secrecy swore. I chose the color of my hair to match my temperament. Oh, why never asked to be a sorceress child whose mother wants to secrecy swore. I chose the color of my hair to match my temperament, 'cause I was born a troublemaker. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna do a couple of water songs. I always like doing water songs up on these stages because it's this and this. I always feel like I'm on a boat, but it's not creaking today, so I'm very, very excited about that. Though for the next couple songs, it's appropriate. But so we're gonna do a song called Senna of the Sea, which is based on an Inuit goddess. She's didn't start out a goddess, she started out a woman. And the person who was supposed to protect her betrayed her. And there's a moment where she is holding on to the side of the kayak that her father is in. And she looks at him thinking, like, all you have to do is pull me up. And he decides, it's you or me, and it's gonna be me. So he brings his paddle down and he severs her fingers. And she falls down into the water and she's sucked under the ice. And as she goes, her fingers come with her. And that is the origin story for the Inuit of the beginning of the mammals of the sea. So up until that point, there were no whales, no narwhals, no seals. And she fights all the way down because she doesn't want to die. And it's her rage that makes her immortal. It's her rage that transforms her and makes her something more than she was. And the only way to calm the sea is for the shaman to go down on a journey and to comb out her hair for her, because she has this lovely long black hair, but under the water it gets tangled. She can no longer comb it out for herself. So they go down, they comb out her hair for her, it calms the sea, and the hunters can hunt. And yeah, she definitely rises up for this one. So this is about as metal as I get. I'm giving you warning. Hopefully you forgive us because we just did gentle things, right? Gentle things, okay. I have to get a little bit of metal on, so forgive me for that, but, or I love it, I don't know. Either way, yeah? Okay. Long ago, when the sea was void of life, a vacant swell, and the people hunted only on the land the stories tell. I was raised in an igloo by my father on the shore, and refused to marry any of the hunters who implored me. A kayak born came a man to me one day who promised more, and I sailed off with my chosen one beyond familiar shores. But Thank you.
They like the medal.
Thank you. We've never performed that one together. That was really fun. I had to close my eyes for half of it because I was like, oh, I'm in it. This is great. Okay, this is a true story. It's also a murder ballad. Yes, murder. Yes, it's about my maternal great-grandmother. And it's an interesting story that is too long to go into. If you want to know it, you can come and ask me. I will tell you the whole thing. But she made some choices in the teens of the last century that got her kind of into trouble. Generally, if you're married to someone, you usually can't go get married to someone else. Generally, you don't leave most of your kids behind and take one with you secretly. Yeah, so they both did this, my great-grandparents. And if they didn't, I wouldn't be here, so I'm grateful to them. But there was one day they went out on the water, the son from her first marriage, and she and her lover, pretending to be her husband, and only one of them came back. And it wasn't her, and it wasn't the kid. Questions, so many questions. So I wrote the song for her. I needed to bring her back into the fold. My grandmother did not like her mother, and she basically kicked her out of the family. And my maternal ancestry is very important to me, so I brought her back in with this song. This is called Oars in the Water. Husband had I and wife had he, each with our children on our knees. But I didn't find when he came for me
upside down. Here's where my son and I were drowned, haunting the shore where we never were found. The sun is sinking down into the waves. The currents are crossing what is it he craves. I have possessed you, my beauty raved. It is pulling me under and I can't obey. No, we can't obey. Oh, he's the only one tonight to help me saved. But not from me. No, not from me. Oars in the water.
Thank you very much. Can we do one more song? I know we're 5 minutes past. Is that okay? Urban Tapestry. Can we do one more song? Do you need a lot of time to set up? Yay! Thank you so much. I tend to chat a lot in these. When I was on tour, I do like 6 songs in a set because I tell so many stories. Okay, going back to Enterprise. You need to go back to when you first heard the theme song to Enterprise. I went, what?
What is that?
So we went back to it and we embraced the hell out of it. And we're gonna go back to Bryan Adams' guitar solo era of the 90s. And you are all welcome to sing along. Please, in fact, sing along, because if you listen to the first 2 seasons, the mix for the first 2 seasons of that song, the backing vocals are mixed way out of whack. So when it comes to the chorus, and I sing, I've got faith. Right there are really loud backing vocals going, I've got, like they're ridiculous. So that's your part. And I will keep singing the song until I hear you overpower us. Like and we've got all the mics, so. Aren't you glad you let us sing another song? And before I do this, I just want to say thank you so much to Conflikt and all the people here that I have met, and the sound guys for doing an amazing job, because this is not easy. This is not easy. Thank you, sound crew. Yes. There's a lot of wires we are not tripping on because of them.
Also, you can hear us.
I know, we can hear ourselves. I love that part.
The piano is really quiet without these guys.
Yes, absolutely. And I want to say also thank you for making me your guest of honor next year, and so I'll be back. All right, gonna get very melodramatic now. Got to embrace it. Ready?
It's been a long
faith of the heart. Very nice. I think you can do better though. I wrote a second verse because the song's not long enough. I've been a wild child, standing right up to fear. I've been a wild card, and I'm better for my tears. And I will see myself come alive at last. And I will touch the sky, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, I'm not gonna change my mind, 'cause I've got faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I've got faith to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. I've got faith. I've got faith. I've got faith of the heart. I'm going where my heart will take me. I've got faith to believe I can do anything. I've got strength of the soul, and no one's gonna bend or break me. I can reach any star. I've got faith. I've got faith. I've got faith. I've got faith. Nice. Faith of the heart. Yeah, that was awesome. Thanks, guys. Urban Tapestry's up next. Can we have a group picture? Can we do a band picture?
Wow. Leslie Hudson, everyone, and all her friends. What? Oh. Band pictures. It's picture day, everyone. There's that. There's that weird feeling when you're watching a performance and you realize that your favorite performance of a song has just become your second favorite performance of a song. I never thought I'd hear a version of that topped Scott Fletcher and the Andrew Allen Trio doing that, but wow. Okay, so there's going to be a brief break here to reconfigure the stage. Well, first there's going to be a pre-break for photos, and then we're going to reconfigure the stage for Urban Tapestry. That's going to take 20 or 30 minutes. And what? 20? 20 minutes. So there's a 20-minute break, which is enough time for you to go to the restroom. It's enough time for you to pop up to the con suite if the elevators or gods are kind. But then right here on this stage, your guest of honor, Urban Tapestry, will be performing. So you want to be right back here in 20 minutes.
I did that once, and I wrenched. Oh, okay. That's right. Jeff doesn't need a new shoulder. Yeah, that's okay. We can rebuild it. We can make him stronger faster. Yeah, Maya's already got like 4 drinks, so.
Those of you who are still in the room, since you obviously have nothing better to do with your time, you can go and buy Leslie's CDs at the Filk dealer right over there. So you should go do that right now.
I know you too well, though. As far as I know, I am. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the sponsor is now.
When we stand back together. So nice that this is just a...
She's taking it. She loves cold.
Yep. Okay, so Paul, where are you going to be standing? Right. Okay. Yeah, let's place this after we finish getting the front row set. Yeah. Right. So, yeah. Okay, so, I think we, yeah, let's get everybody in place to figure out where we are. Right.
John, do you want everyone?
We need folks up to figure out where things are standing. So yeah.
You've been an excellent actress.
Yay!
So now I can put myself in there.
Okay. So, you want to do this
Serenity and take me high or take me low through to the end where I may go. If I can stand, then I shall pass beyond this night of black, pass beyond this night of black. How many words while I chose to close my heart, and unto God you made this plea, set sail the sky, serenity, and take me high or take me low through to the end, and I shall pass on this night of black, pass beyond this night.
And Sunny, we don't need a mic for you. Right, we did it in the car, Mike. We got that one prepped for you. We just want to figure out where you are first. So we don't need these two books. Okay.
too, yeah. Having Louise behind makes me feel so confident.
Thank you.
Everyone should have a Louis Oh my God.
I know. It's my
Is that
nerves.
for nerves?
Nerves, oh, it's definitely
okay.
nerves. It's nerves. It's nerves. Yeah, no, it's not just because the room's cold. It's sheer nerves. So.
Already been.
She said, she did not say too late, but she said she would have brought in like emerald green because that's her band.
We would love to take you on stage for Emerald Green. Yeah. Let's do this.
I actually, I have one, but
I would like a water. That would be great.
Yeah. So why don't we go ahead and...
Love it. Louise, we've just given him carte blanche to do whatever he wants for the whole show.
Where are my kids? Set it up. And we're going to get Paul in the middle here. That gives his instrument mic away from the monitors. I will. I don't want him around.
Okay. Can Paul go? Can you come close to me and can Paul go beside you?
Listen, I can just stand with Paul Quinn that much.
there's a couple waters there. I have one here, but
I may
might-
not use them at all, but at least they're there.
Okay.
So how's this going to be? Okay, Debbie doesn't want to be too far from me.
That's where I'm really
So, would it be easier for you to be on the other side? I'm wondering.
Well, he's worried about feedback from the
Oh,
monitor since I'm mic.
okay.
Just swap quickly right here. Okay. So you're still away from the monitor, but you're...
And then you can be right by me.
Okay, cool. So let me pull this out. Don't let me hit you
Paul,
there.
would you like some?
And we need a 15.
This is like, you see, even the fact that we're getting more improvisational and casual is helping me. So, yeah, Luis has got everything under control here. As long as Luis is here, nothing could go wrong.
I keep thinking that. I'll derail it. This one here and pulling on. I will need to be a guitar.
Hey, Debbie?
That's great.
Yeah, this is me. Can you please speak into your vocal mic, please? I want to verify it.
So maybe I should like quickly.
Quiet one. I'm a shy and quiet one. Allison and Jody corrupt me.
What are you saying? What is she saying? Hey.
You're kneeling on this. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, here. Go ahead and figure out where
That should be part of the OE. Just play
whatever
you
Oh, it's so true. When we were having these conversations like right up to the last second, maybe Luis would play on this one song. Oh, it's not fair to go to him only a day before the con. You know what it's like? The day of the con. How about the hour of the performance? You know, it's like.
Oh, do they? Oh, they do. Yay! That helps.
Okay, the spots are unmuted, John.
Unmuted.
I just hope my hands do warm up a little bit. Oh my goodness. By the lady. I hope they're a little warmer. I'm not even in the right cable. This is the lady, but it's not in the right cable. Oh yeah, not in the right cable. I know. Oh no, I'm not even asking you. I'm just playing to like warm up my fingers at this point. See, when we do the lady, I probably will try to do a quick tune just because it concerns me. That's one where there would be a problem. And then I'll probably go. And you can go. Or. I'm hoping my guitar will cooperate and it won't need a lot of tuning, but we'll see. We certainly have a lot of people now to entertain the crowd if I have to do a tuning.
No. You're not. Oh, are you tuning?
I'm just fiddling. No. Don't mind me. I'm just keeping myself active. Restless. Oh, it's awesome. Oh my god. It's like, gee, we invite Puzzle Box for one song and they just won't go away.
Whenever I hear that beat, it's the Pink Panther.
No, like a two-person band, just me and him. And do the whole White Stripes type thing. Okay. I love it. The power of the drummer. It's real.
Can we take you home, Louise?
Do you have to ask? So let's just, I'm sorry, it's a package. Yeah. Of course. I love drums. Queen Street is my favorite street.
My youngest nephew
Well, I'm going to start very from square one. It's going to be like, we hear there's lots of roundabouts here. Please. Oh, I know. I'm actually feeling better about it. So.
Are we supposed to?
All the squirrels are passed out, so all I have to say, the squirrels are all passed out. They're in the crowd. So all I'm going to say is,
Yeah, I can't hear you.
and then they're all going to jump up. So
Ladies and gentlemen, and assorted others, it is time for the main event. In this corner, no, wait, sorry, wrong script. Wow.
Sunday.
What's that? Oh, my sweet summer child.
Jody doesn't need a weapon.
If only you
She's a
knew.
force unto herself.
If only you knew what she can do with just a microphone. Wow. I'm trying to remember when I first met these wonderful people.
Time ago. Uh-oh. He's going to tell stories about us.
You know,
In the bygone days.
back in the day, there were only a few like true filk superstars. And one of those filk superstars was the band that you're about to see, and they're absolutely amazing, and we don't see enough of them anymore for some reason. So, okay. So, this is a real treat. Treasure it always because it's an awesome experience. Ladies and gentlemen, Urban Tapestry.
We know there's a lot of brown coats in the crowd. We love Firefly too. So please join in with us anytime during this concert. Please sing, dance, have fun. This first song is called Sail the Sky. Oh, count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. With all my fears and sorrows close, I'm hanging on, just hanging on. I wish that you were here with me to sail the sky serenity and take me high or take me low through to the end where I may go. If I can stand, then I shall pass. just once more. We dance in light or trace our tears through one more fight. What could I say to set you free? But sail the sky serenity and take me high or take me low through to the end where I may go. If I can stand, then I shall pass beyond this night of black, pass beyond this night of black. As stars burn bright and rise the dawn, so our paths must journey on. We lose not hope in family, still sail the sky serenity and take me high or take me low through to the end where I may go. If I can stand, then I shall pass beyond this night of black, pass beyond this night of black, and take me high or take me low through to the end where I may go. If I can stand, then I shall pass beyond this night of black, pass beyond this night of Thank you so much to Sunny. And we've told Sunny she can stick around and play more if she wants, and she says it might be hard to get rid of her. So we're good with that. And Luis, we should say that when we wrote to Luis, we said, can you like play on one song? And then he got behind the drum kit here and said, yeah, I'm gonna stay for the whole set. So, so we're good with that. We're really good with that, so. Well, yeah, so. That song was written by Brandon Klassen, and we've always really loved singing that song. So one of the things that Urban Tapestry is known for is we tend to love to sing media songs, songs about TV shows and songs about movies and the internet and so forth. So one of the series of movies that we really love is the Lord of the Rings movies. And so over the years, we've gathered up a lot of Tolkien songs. But there was always one very profound question that we used to talk about quite a lot. So Debbie decided she had to write a song about it, and this song is called The Question. Sat down and watched Lord of the Rings yesterday.
The extended version?
Of course, what do you take me for?
Did you notice Aragorn's eyes?
Oh, Aragorn's eyes, oh yes we did, uh-huh.
But you know, I kinda like the elf.
He's too young,
maybe for you,
but he sure knows how to wield a bow.
Yes, he knows how to wield a bow.
Gimli's kinda cute in a short and hairy way.
You must be kidding.
Of course I am, or maybe not.
Did you notice Boromir's smile?
Oh, Boromir's smile, oh yes we did, uh-huh.
But you know that Faramir has the look.
What look? He broods too much.
He so does not.
Yes, he does, and you should know.
What do you know?
Wormtongue does annoy.
Well, what about Merry?
He's the sort who's needy.
Theoden is too royal.
Gimli's hairy.
And too short.
You're greedy. You must admit that Saruman has bad boy allure.
What about Frodo Baggins?
too sweet,
angst-ridden,
way too pure.
Did you notice Aylmer's scowl?
Oh, Aylmer's scowl, oh yes we did, uh-huh. They all are decent guys, all legendary. But in the end, there's only one we'd marry. And of course, that's Sam. And of course, that's Sam.
right?
No brainer.
Sorry, sound people, sorry. Sorry.
We love you, sound people. We really do. Very patient.
They're just not used to microphones and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna. So Jody, you're gonna talk, and I'm gonna
talk.
quickly tune again.
Okay, so the next song that we're gonna do is a song called "The Lady," which I wrote a long time ago. It's actually based on Interview with a Vampire, but it's not really based on the book. It's kind of more based on the film. Because there's a scene in there where they take this ship from the old world to the new, the new world to the old, pardon me. And I just imagined what would be happening on that ship when you have was it 2 or 3? It was 2.
I can't remember.
It was 2. 2 vampires on that ship. I mean, things are going to happen. So I just imagined what might happen.
Also, I should point out that the lady won a Pegasus Award.
Yeah.
We're good? All right.
Okay. The white ship goes wandering upon the dark waves. In the summer it left from the shore. Many a husband and many a son have departed with her once before. But the lady is faithful, she rides the bright sea. Her bowing is graceful, full of dignity. She speeds across the water, the wind at her back, and the crew hope she'll carry them home. The captain takes passengers on in the night. From the new world they sail to the old. The gentleman smiles to the captain and crew, but the little girl's gaze is ice cold. The lady is faithful, she sails bravely on, though when daylight arrives her new borders are gone. The captain shrugs, carelessly pocketing gold that he'll spend if he ever sees home. Dark down below, where no one dares go. The ship is far cleaner than ever before, for the vermin have left her in peace. A strange fog has risen to blanket the deck, and the crew catch a wasting disease.
both the dead and the living, she carries the same. She speeds across the water, winds urging her on, and the crew knows they'll never see home. Dark down below, where no one dares go. The ghost ship floats gently to stop at a port, though the sails have been left to fly free. Deep in the night, something slips from the deck and blends with the human debris. But the lady stayed faithful, embracing her crew, though their days of fast living were certainly through. And what they delivered, they never knew, as their ship came to rest far from home. And the lady would nevermore roam.
Okay, you do realize we're taking Sonny and Luis with us when we go back to Toronto, right?
Yeah, you guys are just out of luck.
Though Lisa keeps telling us we may have to bargain with her first. So. This next song is by a Toronto songwriter by the name of Kirby Crackle. And it's another one of our, another media song.
I just love his name.
So, once I move the capo.
Definitely a sing-along.
Yeah. I've seen dogs in the summertime lying on the grass in the sun. I've seen cats hitting ivory keys. I've seen heroes drawn by Scotty Young. I've looked up, I've looked down, I've looked all around, but nothing that I found can compare to the time that I stuck through the credit scene and saw you moving, shaking up there. 'Cause I've never seen nothing as cute as a dancing baby Groot. So play the Jackson 5 if you feel alive and get the whole world dancing with you. 'Cause I've never seen nothing as cute as a baby Groot. You never say a lot. In fact, I find it's only 3 words. And the times when you eat yourself, tell me how's it that never hurts. I look left, I look right, I can't sleep at night. The thought of you, it won't leave my head. From the time that I stuck through the credit scenes, just when we all thought you were dead. 'Cause I've never seen nothing as cute as a dancing baby Groot. So play the Jackson 5 if you feel alive and get the whole world dancing with you. 'Cause I've never seen nothing as cute as a baby Groot. We'd have so much fun together. I'd keep your pot safe and I'd bring you water, dancing to the music every night. I'd help you grow up big and strong, take you back to space where you belong, and you'd always have a friend. I stuck through the credit scene, and everything was leading to you. 'Cause I've never seen nothing as cute as a dancing baby Groot. So play the Jackson 5 if you feel alive and get the whole world dancing with you. cute. No, I've never seen nothing as cute as a baby Groot. This next song we first picked up and started doing the first time we went to the British Folk Convention, because the song is a poem by famous Canadian poet Robert Service, but the tune is by British filker Lawrence Dean. So we thought it was very appropriate to combine the Canadian and the British influences to take it with us to England, and now we bring it to you. And it's called Unforgotten.
I know a garden where the lilies gleam, and one who lingers in the sunshine there. She is than white-stoled lily, far more fair, and all her eyes are heaven lit with dream. I know a garret cold and dark and drear, and one who toils and toils with tireless pen, until his brave sad eyes grow weary. Then he seeks the stars, pale silent as a seer. And it's strange, for desolate and dim, between these two there rolls an ocean wide. Yet he is in the garden by her side, and she is in the garret there with him.
So I'm laughing because this next song is the one that last week we were going, maybe we could get Luis to do one more song with us. Maybe one more song? This would be the one. This would be the one that we would want him to play with us. So no. It's only 2 days before the con. It's probably not fair to ask him this quick and early at the con. Have fun, Luis, okay?
I'm up for it. Bring it.
Bring it. Okay. This song was written by Debbie and me. Actually, when Debbie started writing it, it was a children's song, and then it kind of morphed over time and became more urban fantasy, a little darker. And the song is called Another Story. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 o'clock. Lights go off around me, shadows drift across the floor. Rows of books line the shelves, floor to ceiling, voices I cannot ignore. Every night I choose a new adventure, turn the pages one by one. Hours go by. Another story has begun. I'm the whimsy of children, the music of dreamers, the longing of the soul. All traditions of the ages and hope for tomorrow, the glamour and the horror. I'm every tale ever told.
the heart song of freedom, the writing on the wall. All of love's pain and passion, a cry of revolution, the mystery and silence. I'm every tale ever told. Something in the darkness says.
Luis, we will never doubt you again.
Okay.
We need your help with this one. You have to do some snaps for
Yep.
us. So you.
Yep. Great Auntie Moira was my favorite aunt. She painted her cheekbones bright blue. She skied, she danced, and she ate raw eggplants and played Beatles tunes on the kazoo. Great Auntie Moira was many years old. 105, she agreed. When asked to divulge how to live a long life, she said, there are only two things that you need: sex and chocolate. What a lovely pair, eating chocolate truffles in your underwear. Sex and chocolate go hand in hand. They're the things that make life so grand. The best things in life are forbidden and often have some attached strings. Julie Andrews showed she missed out in a big way when she sang my favorite things.
'Cause she never mentioned
Sex and chocolate, what a lovely pair, eating chocolate truffles in your underwear. Sex and chocolate go hand in hand. They're the things that make life so grand. Great Auntie Moira has left this earth, but hasn't left loved ones alone. She willed them a collection of her exotic toys and 10 pounds of sweet Toblerone. Sex and chocolate are addictive, both are sweet. Both inspire guilt and get you off your feet. They're wonderful when you just want to unwind, and both are the best when they're combined. Sex and chocolate, what a lovely pair, eating chocolate truffles in your underwear. Sex and chocolate go hand in hand. They're the things that make life so grand. They're the things that make life so grand.
Lyrics by Debbie, music by Jody.
We need our squirrel people now.
Yes,
Oh
we do.
yeah,
squirrel
we
people.
passed out some squirrels earlier. Can those people please come on up and join us? Okay, well,
Should they be around front or
no,
behind?
up on the
Okay,
stage is
all right.
much
Okay.
better for the
Okay.
squirrel
All right.
wranglers. They'll just have to
Okay.
be careful. So, if you've been following Debbie on social media for any period of time, you may know she's had a personal running vendetta against squirrels for quite some time. So this
to be fair, they've never really been nice to her.
No, they've cut off my power. They've killed my. They've been. Oh, I'm serious. Okay, I could go on and on, but we have like. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Go on.
She
have
could go
limited
on
time.
and on. This is a cautionary tale, written by Debbie.
Yep.
When we moved in, we loved the neighborhood. We couldn't have asked for more. Though I admit, I kind of wondered about the crucifix on each door. We planted roses, revamped the roof. The future was looking bright. Then we started hearing the strangest noises behind the walls at night. The squirrels are taking over. They killed my plants and eaten Rover. My postman used to think they were cute, but now he's gone, 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 gone. They're coming for me now, and I think it won't be long. One morning we saw Mrs. S., our next door neighbor. She's sweet. We waved, but I guess she didn't see us as she ran down the street. Suddenly we noticed something weird, a seething mass of black and brown. And then the evil squirrel horde took Mrs. Scuradopoulos down. The squirrels are taking over. They killed my plants and eaten Rover. My neighbor used to think they were cute, but now she's gone, 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 gone. They're coming for me now, and I think it won't be long. We boarded up the windows, put garlic on the door. Yet every day we found more scratches and peanut shells on the floor.
This is stupid.
My boyfriend said,
Squirrels are harmless, and that's a fact. I'm going outside to check things out. Stay here.
I'll be right back. The squirrels are taking over. They killed my plants and eaten Rover. My boyfriend used to think they were cute, but now he's gone, 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 gone. They're coming for me now, and I think it won't be long. They're coming for me now. Thank you, squirrel wranglers. Okay. It looks like Elisa's gonna have some company.
Yeah. You're too close.
Thank you,
Thank you so
thank you,
much.
squirrel
Thank
wranglers.
you.
More media, more token. Again, if you know this, please sing along with us. It was the final song in the Return of the King movie, and it's called Into the West. Hands okay.
Lay down your sweet and weary head. Night is falling. You have come to journey's end. Sleep now and dream of the ones who came before. They are calling from across the distant shore.
Why do you weep? What are these tears upon your face? Soon you will see. All of your fears will pass away, safe in my arms. You're only sleeping. What can you see on the horizon?
time. Don't say we have come now to the end. White shores are calling. You and I will meet again. And you'll be here in my arms, just sleeping. What can you see on the horizon? Why do the white gulls call? Across the sea, a pale moon rises. The ships have come to carry you home, and all will turn to silver glass, a light on the water. Gray ships pass into the west.
And can we once again say thank you to Sunny? We did not ask her to prepare that song, and that was just gorgeous. Oh, yeah, we have a whole bunch of people who are going to come up and
Yes.
join us beyond the ones that are already here.
Yep.
So, Alisa and Paul and Beckett and Maya and I don't know who else. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. I think everybody else is already up here. Again, I just want that. One of the things when we found out we were coming to Conflikt that was extremely exciting for us is the people in Puzzle Box are some of our very oldest friends in Filk outside of the Toronto area. And, and because they're... I'm trying to be heartfelt here.
So much for that plan.
But truly, they're on the West Coast. We're, of course, much further east. Some of them we haven't seen in over a decade, so this has been extraordinary to get to sing with them, and we're so happy, too, that Sunny and Maya are joining us up here as well. It's all kind of organically come together. And we should thank a couple of other people, too. We would also like to acknowledge right now Vixie and Tony, who had decided, who said that it was okay for us to do this song. When we go to another part of the continent, we always like to come with a song that is a tribute to the place that we're going to. And when we knew we were coming to Seattle, well, we knew there was only one song that we were going to sing.
I mean, come on.
So, again, thank you to Vixie and Tony. Please sing along. The song is called Emerald Green.
I was raised in castles made of maple, fir, and pine, sheltered under fortress walls built of fire and snow and time. I grew up in cliffside caves, playing tag with sand and sound. Walked on hidden city streets, buried deep beneath the ground. I'll show you heights of stone and steel, a city brave and bold, and the rainfall the fairest is the one that knows me best.
Canada welcomes you.
So besides always when we go across the continent, like we have this weekend, and we like to do tribute songs to the people that we're flying to. Uh-oh.
I'm getting really excited.
Oh my goodness.
We also like to bring a piece of home with us as well. We belong to a truly wonderful Southern Ontario folk community.
It's really fantastic.
Which produces people, of course, like Leslie Hudson, who performed before. We feel really happy that we're like the Toronto connection up here tonight along with Leslie. So we always like to try to bring with us one or two songs from people in Toronto in the folk community as well. So many of you may be familiar with Stone Dragons, who are Tom Jeffers and Sue Jeffers, two wonderful friends who live in Toronto. And this next song we're going to do is a song by Sue Jeffers that Stone Dragons does, and it's called Shepherd Moon. Shepherd moon, like a watchdog round the flock, you guide the course of the rings forever changing. Shepherd moon, shepherd moon, shepherd moon. Sparkling rings, bits of ice too vast to count, a mystery where you can't Okay, this is gonna be our last song. So, yeah. But
What?
before what?
We're having so much fun.
It's okay. We're dropping right into moderating an open fill as soon as this is over. So please come and join us, and we'll just pick up from where we leave off. So, okay. Before we sing our last song, there's a couple people we must thank. First of all, thank you guys for coming out and for welcoming us and for being so wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you once again to the sound guys who have been really terrific.
So appreciate you.
Pray for
Thank
them.
you.
And of course, we would like to thank the Conflikt Concom, who has been so kind to us the whole time we're here, chose to invite us to come here in the first place. Thank you to all you guys for making this such a wonderful experience for us. This last song is definitely a sing-along, so please sing
Please
along.
do.
It's called Star Soul. Oop, I have to move the capo. Or Jody will be singing really high.
And it's written by...
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
yeah, go ahead,
This
Judy.
is actually a co-write. Roger Burton West is a filker out of the UK, and he sent these lyrics to me ages ago, and he was going to put them to a known tune, and I was like, no, please don't do that. And I wrote something for it, so this is how it turned out.
The ship is untried and you say she can't fly. The chances are good she will not reach the sky. But she has to be tested, for space is the prize. If you think none will take her, just look in my eyes. So show me the gantry, give me the ship, give me the fuel, and I'll go on that trip. Now if I return, you can say I was old. But my place is in space as the heavens unfold. I know I may die, that I may not return. Just strap me in and I'm ready to burn. My life I will pledge if my life be the fair. For I need the long dark and the stars past the air. So show me the gantry, give me the ship, give me the fuel, and I'll go on that trip. Now if I return, you can say I was old. But my place is in space as the heavens unfold. If I live, I'll be glad, but that's not why I go. For my heart is afire with the rocket's red glow. My body knows free fall, though I have not been to my home in the sky with the world's never seen. So show me the gantry, give me the ship, give me the fuel, and I'll go on that trip. Now if I return, you can say I was old. But my place is in space as the heavens unfold. And if I should die in a bright burning flare, just take what you find and throw it in the air. Don't weep for my death, don't ask why for 10 years. Just build one more ship and ask for volunteers. So show us the gantry, give us the ship, give us the fuel, and we'll go on that trip. Now if we return, you can say we were old. But our place is in space as the heavens unfold. So show us the gantry, give us the ship, give us the fuel, and we'll go on that trip. Now if we return, you can say we were old.
sing along. Definitely a sing along.
Oh, nice. Sorry.
It's so perfect he's on the stage with us.
That's apropos, for sure.
All the scientists are running around looking for the monkey, but he can't be found because he's down at the pond playing hockey with the kids. And all the mothers are running around looking for the children, but they can't be found because they're down at the pond playing hockey with the monkey. And it's 1, 2, 3, the kids love the monkey, and it's 4, 5, 6, the monkey's got a hockey stick, and 7, 8, 9, having a good time, yeah. We're doing the Canadian version, here we go. The RCMP are running around looking for the monkey, but he can't be found because he's down at the pond playing hockey with the kids. And all the teachers are running around looking for the children, but they can't be found because they're down at the pond playing hockey with the monkey. And it's 1, 2, 3, the kids love the monkey, and it's 4, 5, 6, the monkey's got a hockey stick, and 7, 8, 9, having a good time, yeah. And it's 1, 2, 3, the kids love the monkey, and it's 4, 5, 6, the monkey's got a hockey stick, and 7, 8, 9, having a good time, yeah. Written by James Kochalka.
And we first found out about it from Ookla the Mop.
We actually, yeah. So it's kind of fitting that Luis is behind us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Urban Tapestry, everybody. So very quickly, what's going to be happening now? There is a Chaos Circle Open Filk in this room that will be hosted by Urban Tapestry, so they will still be here if you want to stick around. In Northwest 3, the Filkers Memorial Circle will be held. In the cloakroom is the Songbook Sing-Along Teaching Circle. And at 11, we have Filth, Tawdry, Tantalizing Tales, adults only, please, in Northwest 3. And Open Filk in all other rooms at that point going forward. Also, if anyone is interested to know this, on Wednesday, there will be a blue blood supermoon in your sky. This is the first time that a blue moon and a blood moon have coincided since 1966. So it's Open Filk all the way down from here on, so...